Hey there guys, I'm Henners, and this is PetMeMaybe. I'm on a mission to collect all pets in Gillinor, one region at a time. Once I've collected every pet in a specific region, I move on to the next one, and unlock a bunch of new pets to hunt. Welcome back to PetMeMaybe Region Locked, and the hunt continues now.
Alright, just gonna insert a quick little clip here explaining where I've been. Basically, got a new job as a teacher, was working, pretty crazy hours. First time being a teacher, it was hard to keep on top of it all. Got a bit burnt out, didn't really have time to play at all, really, and just took a massive break from the game. I have, finished this episode and another episode after this one, but I'm still in Misthalin, so I wanted to try and get a bit further ahead before uploading the third episode. But I've recently, hello, the cat's just jumped on my lap. I've recently come back to the game. I'm really enjoying it again. Really loving playing the account, like grinding and grinding, grinding. Have a clear path on like where I want to go next. So yeah, I'm just sort of saying I'm back. Been gone a long time. Sorry about that, but the content's going to start, hopefully, depending on how this rat goes, start flowing in. But yeah.
So, in that opening clip, the more astute ones of you may have noticed that I've changed the parameters of the account. Initially, I was locking myself to only getting PVM pets. However, having thought about a lot of things, and while watching series like Coxie's pet hunting series, he makes it pretty clear that if you're going to go for all pets, don't leave all the ones you don't like till the end. So if I went for all the PVM pets and then left myself a stew of minigame pets and skilling pets, I'm probably not going to have a lot of fun. So I think it might be a better way to sort of, balance the pets out as I go. Still, the main focus is PVM pets, but I will also be going for any minigame pets that have a KC sort of system to them. So things like Soul Wars or Herbivore has a KC, Wintertop, anything like that. The only thing that I will not actively grind out is skilling pets, because otherwise I could technically stay in Misthalin and get all the skilling pets before moving on, which doesn't really seem like a good idea to me. So, thanks to some help from some clan members, we've come up with a different solution. So, skilling pets can be worked on passively or actively. And the reason why I might want to work on one actively is I can use a skilling pet to skip any pet in a region. This sort of allows me to pick a region that might have a pet that's too difficult for me early on, or just absolutely horrendous to grind. For example, going to the wilderness. I'd love to go to the wilderness, but Corp isn't really doable. And rather than just backlogging it, I could sort of give myself the task of going and grinding out a specific pet. For example, I don't know, maybe I allow myself hunter boxes and I do black shins until I get the chin pet. That way I'm still getting a pet without just skipping a pet that's too hard to get or I don't want to do. Another example could be Kandarin if I want to go there, but I'm not quite ready to commit myself to Barbarian Assault. I could get a skilling pet there. If I wanted to go to Valamore maybe, and I feel like the Doom of Machiotl is too difficult for me to kill, I could maybe grind a skilling pet there. So this is sort of my new compromise that I've come up with. I'm still staying in Misthalin, but what that means now is that to leave Misthalin, I need to get both Scurrius, Herbivore, and the Soul Wars pet. Technically, following the sort of leagues format, the pet in Guardians of the Rift is classed as Desert, so I'll be classing that as Desert, as is Temporos. But yeah, so going forward, that's what we're going to be doing now. We're going to be hunting all the pets, and we're having the slight twist where if I somehow obtain a skilling pet, even just by luck or by actively grinding it, I can use that to skip a boss in a region to unlock a new region. So yeah, I hope you like the new ideas and the new changes, but this is what we're doing going forward. So we've just reached 400 kills there. I'm up to 3 doable medium clue steps, so just 2 more to go, and we actually have our first medium casket from the Scarius grind. Other than that, nothing else to report. And that is level 80 strength. I think I'm going to carry on with strength for a while, maybe up to 90, and then I'll switch back to attack.
And coming in there is a 500 kill milestone. About a sixth of the way to the drop right now. Long, long way to go, I'm sure.
So with this birdhouse run here, we're actually going to hit 65 hunter, which means I can catch magpies now. There's not really any significant upgrades to get from them. A bit of mage gear here and there. I'm not too bothered about going there. But I also just got a medium clue nest from one of the birdhouses. So let's have a look. We cannot do it. No fairy rings. How sad. Another level milestone there, 75 hit points, along with 84 combat. That's really getting up there. The XP an hour here is kind of ridiculous. It's really, really good for early game leveling. So with that kill there, we actually got our 4th medium clue step, which means 1 more and we can get ourselves a casket. What could this clip be? Maybe the pet? Whoa. No, it's just 600 KC. And with that kill, we're hitting yet another milestone of 700 kills.
So I'm now at about 25 medium clues, and I've only had 4 steps that I can actually do. I'm going on holiday tomorrow for a week, and I'm not going to be killing any Scarius because I don't want to risk I don't want to risk getting the pet and not being able to record it because I'm not taking my laptop or anything. I'm just taking my phone, sitting on the beach, reading books, enjoying the sun. Which leaves me the dilemma that if I am going to, do a bit of mobile gaming, it's probably just going to be like AFK woodcutting and some birdhouse runs, which means I don't really want to be juggling these clues. I don't want to have to waste my time without paying attention to that. So what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to finally head over to Puro Puro. I'm going to hunt eclectic implings to get this final medium clue step. I don't really want to risk doing 4 and not getting a casket on 4. Get the 5th clue. And then maybe if there are some magpies, I'll grab some upgrades as well while I'm there. Alright, so we made it here through the Grand Exchange crop circle. I think I can get some free stuff. Do you have any spare equipment I can use? There we go. And with this equipment, I can sort of recycle. I've just realized I brought all my food with me. It's fine. And the very first drop I got is actually the battle stuff, which I can use to make the Scarius magic weapon. I guess the bone staff, I guess that's what it's called. Bit sus. Yeah, nice upgrade. Rune dagger also, I can poison this. Just got that as well. Great. Implings, yeah, they kind of have a crazy amount of stuff that could be used. But I'm really just here for the medium clues. The magic XP, I guess I'm going to try out at some point. But I'm kind of wanting to just train my combats up because kill per hour is sort of what I'm focusing on right now. But we'll see. Okay, that was trickier than I thought it would be. I have a mass graveyard of medium clues that I've had to drop. Not one of these was a step I could do, but finally here, Lumbridge Floor Castle. That is 5 clues that we now have. So I'm going to go ahead, get this medium clue casket, assess sort of the little slight upgrades we got from these eclectic implings, and see what we get from the casket. Step number 1. Do we get a back-to-back? Let's have a look. We do not. That is a drop. I'm going to go and pick up my other ones now and slowly make my way through these steps. Step number 2. Coming in here, Father Eric. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no. It's all gone to... Oh dear. I don't want to hurt you. Huh.
They say the definition of insanity is... God damn it, I will do this. So slow. Okay, this is... I'm sorry, you have to die. You brought this on yourself! You brought this on yourself! Oh, come on. Okay, can we do the step? Nope. And the third step, so no 3-step clue. And it's another drop. So we've got 2 clues left, so it is a guaranteed casket. It would be pretty cool to save one, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, that was the 4th step. So, and it's not a step that I can do. So I'm actually really glad I went to the Eclectics because I was really heavily considering just sending the 4 clues and cutting my losses, which would have been, in hindsight, really stupid. So I'm glad that I decided to just go and grind out that last clue. So we will be getting a casket and we will be using all 5 of the clues that we have stacked up. Slight error on my part. I need an amulet of power. I have 2 options. Get my smithing up. Not smithing. Idiot. Crafting up to 70, which I have the supplies for, but it's a bit of a long sort of detour. Because I'd also then have to get my magic up to... what is it? 57. Instead, going to go back to Puro, catch magpies, and hopefully get the power army drop from them. I need some upgrades from them anyway, so I might as well just sort of do 2 birds with 1 stone, get the noted power armies, as well as things like mystic boots and mystic gloves. I've spotted the first magpie almost immediately. No bots in sight, let's go. I mean, I look like a bot. No! I should have brought bind spells. Go, go. Stop running the wrong way. This is my medium clue graveyard from earlier. Go, 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 go. Alright. We're looking for power ammies, diamond ammies, or any mystic pieces. It's a dragon dagger. Cool item, but we are not doing Lost City anytime soon, so doesn't really help us. So being back here is unlocked. Oh, magpie! Forget what I was saying. Nothing matters. Got it. Alright, so where was I? Yeah, I was about to say, being back here has unlocked some pretty vivid memories. Back in the day, I used to have a summoning pure. It was an old skill in the old RuneScape days. And Snapdragon, boring. I would catch these spirit implings here. There used to be these implings called spirit implings, which would drop charms, which is what you needed to train summoning with. And I couldn't afford to buy burst runes. I was super poor. I couldn't afford to do like this sort of loot sharing method that people would do, and I just didn't trust anyone. So instead, to keep my combat level low, I'd run around these fields endlessly catching spirit implings. And I think I trained all the way, magic lock, all the way up to like 88 summoning doing that. It was insane. Yeah, nothing's changed. Here I am again, wasting away. Alright, that is magpie number 3 for a rune warhammer. Lovely, just what I wanted. Thanks, Santa. Alright, another one. Just yoinked it off this bot, which is always fun. Black dragon hides. I mean, hang on. If I can be bothered, 84. If I can be bothered to show my crafting up, that would actually be quite cool. To get some black chaps and vams, maybe. Especially as I can get the body from the deranged archaeologist, so that's worth thinking about. I might do this. We'll see. Another magpie. Oh, hard clue. Oh, split bar gloves. New best in slot mage gear. And the hard clue, yeah, shock. It's a drop. Another magpie. Oh, we got them. Yes. Oh, that's so good. I don't have to train the magic either. That's huge. All right. That's actually upgrade to my range. Not my mage gear, but my range gear. and melee if I want accuracy over strength, I guess. But more importantly, we can do this Amulet of Power step now, so really, really happy with that one. And that right there is the 5th step completed. That took, I think, 750 Scurrius kills to get just 4 steps, and then I went to Eclectics for 20 minutes, so Eclectics could actually be a viable method if I really want to stack clues, so let's just quickly talk things I'm looking for. Any of the boots, spike manacles would be absolutely insane. I'd take any prayer gear, and then an adamant pickaxe. Other than that, there's not really anything that I'm that bothered about. Chances are very slim, but it's all for a bit of fun, isn't it? It's on use. Brilliant. Oh my god! No way! Oh, I'm really sorry if that was too loud. Oh, I have to edit that later. That is insane. Oh my god. I I actually got a boot. I mean, of all the boots, it's definitely the worst. Not what I wanted. Spike manacles would have been better. Ranger boots obviously better as well. But that is hilarious, getting a boot upgrade. Although I'm pretty sure, I mean, I probably just had that reaction. Yeah, I can get Mystic boots. Oh wait, they're worse. Mystic boots are worse than Wizard boots. So this is actually, okay, that's quite cool. That is, yeah, that's funny. 1 medium clue step. And we got a pair of Wizard boots. So from that little endeavour of inflings and clues and whatever, got some pretty significant upgrades. We got the blue d'hide traps for range. We got a mithril pickaxe. I got rune dagger as my new best poison weapon. I was using a mithril spear a long time ago. Dagger, dragon dagger, can't use that. And then some split block gloves. These are not any better. And then obviously the power army. So my mage gear now, and because of that upgrade, I'm actually thinking of making the bone rat mace, because I also got the battle staff from Eclectic Implings, and I think I'm gonna do a bit of mage training. I'm not gonna do this for like a really long time, because the kills per hour is going to be way slower. I just feel as though it's probably going to be one of the better ways for me to train magic this early on, and I want to get some levels before I move on to my next area. And I wouldn't want to, you know, get the Scurrius pet and have not trained any magic there, because I feel like it's probably going to be pretty good. And I have also stacked up 4.8k Chaos Runes, which I don't really think I'm going to use anywhere else. I'm not unlocking Ancients anytime soon, so to me it makes perfect sense really just to crack on with it really and start using magic. Yeah, this sucks. I just don't have the magic accuracy. I'm hitting... Okay, well, there you go, hit 11, but I'm hitting a lot of 1s, a lot of 0s. Not really got the DPS. Yeah, this is terrible. Don't really think this is going to be a viable way for me to train my magic, so that was a waste of a spine and a waste of Chaos Runes. We're going to go straight back to melee. Okay, yeah, I splashed on a rat there at the end. Pretty sure the whole point is that you can't miss on the rats, you always max it. Nope, splashed, got chomped, I died. Great, yeah, mage sucks. Alright, so, why am I standing outside the Soul Wars portal? Turns out, I'm an idiot. On my last episode, a guy named Issa Handel, sorry if I butchered the pronunciation there, pointed out that even though I wasn't going to allow myself to use Soul Wars because I think the loot's too OP, I still have access to the actual island itself. And on this island is some item spawns that would massively help this account. Most importantly, a box trap. I've managed to get all the way to 71 Hunter just through birdhouse runs, and I'm going to continue to do birdhouse runs. But I can actively train Hunter on grey chin chompers here. There's literally no need to passively go all the way to 80. So I'm going to diverge from the Scurious grind a little bit and train to 80 Hunter here, and then do Herbivore and actually get myself the upgrades that I was talking about of the Glory and the Combat Bracelet, because the DPS increase from a Power Emmy and Iron Gloves is ridiculous. So massive shout out to that guy. He also asked whether or not I'd be... There's also fishing stuff here, which is something else I was trying to solve. He also asked whether or not I'd be going for the Soul Wars pet. I had a little reflection on the idea of doing it. Now that the loot isn't so broken, I wouldn't feel as guilty grinding it. I also think it's quite an easy pet to get. But then on that premise, I would then not be focusing just on PVM pets, and I would also have to get things like the Herbivore pet, which I'm not entirely against right now. So the answer is I'm not sure yet. I know I'm gonna get Scarious pet, and I know I'm gonna maybe do the Soul Wars pet. I'm not sure. And then maybe Herbivore. I don't know. I'm being slowly convincing myself that actually I should go through all three of the pets before moving on, which would also mean I can sort of change up the content rather than endlessly just killing Scarious. So we'll see what I decide to do. Having literally just made that clip, I just realised something. You need Eagle's Peaks for bot traps now, thanks to all the bots that were botting chins. They made that a requirement, which is definitely going to stop them from just doing that quest and then setting up the bots, but anyway. However, I can at least set up these bird snares. It's not going to be the best XP, but it's still better than only doing birdhouse runs all the way to 80, and I feel like the DPS upgrade is definitely going to be worth it. So, oh god, 61 XP per how many? Oh, it doesn't. I can't reset. Okay, let's see. How many more birds is it just to get 72? Oh no. Well, this is it now. Going to be doing this to 80. Alrighty, so here I am. I've got 7600 so far, going for 80, and I'm at Soul Wars. I've decided I need to stop being such a pussy and just get on with it and get all three pets in Misthalin, including the minigame and PVM pets for the series. So I am starting off with Soul Wars. I've got 3000 zeal. I'm getting 100 crates at a time, just so that if I spoon it, it doesn't feel absolutely miserable. So I'm gonna grab my 100 crates here, buy the first, buy the first 100 and see if we get the pet or not. I'm not expecting to at all, but I think 100 is like a good amount where if I spooned it, I wouldn't feel too bad. So I'll sort of be going for 100 at a time, I think, for each opening, and we'll see what we get. So they recently nerfed Soul Wars, which is why I've now decided I will do it. I thought before it was just way too OP and it would set the account up way too much, and now all you get is like Addy Bolts, Rune Bolts, and then Blighted Supplies and Rune Essence. And all the Blighted Supplies are going to do is just help me a little bit in the wilderness, which I don't feel too bad about. And then the bolts, I mean, really aren't going to be doing much for me at all. And the pure essence, I mean, who cares? I'm not trading rune crafting much. So, without further ado, we will crack open the first 100. Right, last 6. So, we did not get the pet. Some nice things though, we've got some 1k blighted anglers, which would be really good. Manta rays are nice, Karen ones are lovely, so just good food source for when I do go to the wilderness, essence for whenever I decide to do that, and some blighted superstores. These are pretty much useless because Ancients and Avengers are a really long way away, but apart from that, quite happy with what we got. Alright, so we're back here with another 101 crates this time, really hoping that we actually get the pet. Let's see. Last 11. No, please, no. No! Alrighty, we are back here again with another 100 crates, or spoils of war. This will take me to around like 310, 315, so still not on rate, but I would really like to get it soon. Getting a little bit tired of the Soul Wars games for now. But I just sort of wanted to get it out of the way. So let's see, will we get it? Oh, yes! Sorry. Oh, I got it! Yes! First pet of the series! It's actually such a cool pet. I'm so glad. Yes, look at him. Not too bad. Let's check. How many Spoils of War did we open? I think it's in Prologue section, minigames, Soul Wars. 257. Not bad at all. I'll open the last few and see if we get a dupe. I was really hoping that I wouldn't go too dry on this. Just because it's easy, it's AFK, but it is really, really boring. So I'm glad it's done. And I can go back to training Hunter now, which is awesome. Did we get a dupe? Did we regret stacking 100? Plus 10. No dupe pet. But yeah, the first pet of the series. Let's go. Alrighty, so we're here at the birds. The last clip was of me getting the pet, and this clip here, it's taken a long time to get here, but with that bird right there, we got a few extras here, we get 80 Hunter. We can now do Herbivore. Herbivore will be the next grind of the account. Goodbye, bird snares. Never need to see you again. Gonna crack on with Herbie now. Hopefully get that pet nice and spooned, and then we finally go back to the rat. And after hitting any Hunter, I think that's an appropriate time to end the video there. In the next episode, we're going to be taking on Herbivore, the big Herbivore grind. Hopefully bashing that pet out nice and quickly and spooning it. And then we'll finish off with Scarius, and then we'll actually finally be able to move on to the next region. Unfortunately here, the summer is fast approaching. Or it's not the summer, sorry. The end of the summer holidays is fast approaching. And I'm a teacher, and I will be going back to full-time work again, which means I'll be able to play a lot less. Meaning that I'm going to be uploading even less than I am currently, depending on how the sort of RNG grinds go. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Really appreciate all the support I've had from others and the engagement. It's been really good to see. And hopefully we'll keep going and keep growing and see where we end up. But yeah, once again, thank you much, everyone. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully see you soon with a few new pets.